Hacked. Second time in a week, Rune is hacked, and Thorchain is having to deal with another post-mortem for a hack. This is insane. This literally just happened. CoinDesk just put out this article here. But for those of you who don't know, $8 million stolen from Rune again. This is the second time in the same week. What is going on here? This is insane. We're going to cover it right now. If you're new to the channel, I'm Crypto Man, your anonymous crypto guide. If you want to stay up to date on the latest crypto news, sub to the channel and join us in the Elite Crypto League. Okay, we have to cover this today because this literally just happened in the last 3 hours, and this is going absolutely crazy on Twitter and Telegram. So it all started with people sounding the alarm on Twitter. So you can see here DeFi Prime, who's a big account. He actually is the one who I saw post first about it. Thorchain Rune exploited again. $8 million is gone. Okay, so it just started exploding all across Twitter. People going insane, worried that they were hacked, worried that they lost money, everything. And then people actually read the transaction, or one of the transactions that was involved in the hack. And in it, this guy covers it pretty well. I'll show the actual transaction text. Is a very interesting total twist on the hack itself. So this guy goes, the hacker of the Rune chain left a note. Audits are not an option. Couldn't have taken, drained the whole damn thing, Thorchain Rune. And if you actually look at the transaction data, so they actually left this as a note in the transaction itself that they left. And so it says, from the hacker in TXT input data, could have taken ETH, Bitcoin, LOIC, BNB, and BP20s if weighted. Wanted to teach a lesson, minimizing damage, multiple critical issues, 10% VAR bounty would have prevented this. Disable until audits are complete. Audits are not nice to have. Do not rush code that controls 9 figures. Okay, so this guy's basically saying he could have taken everything. Okay, he could have literally taken everything. And instead, he chose to take only a small amount. And then he also left some notes for the Thor team. Clearly, he is not happy with how they've been handling this in development in general. Now, they got hacked already this week. That's what he's referencing here. They basically thought everything was fine. They tried rushing back to normal, and they stopped suspension on the project. But clearly that doesn't work because he actually just hacked it again. So he leaves a couple of notes here for the team itself. Audits are not nice to have. Do not rush code that controls 9 figures. I do not think they're going to rush code a third time this week. I think they're going to pause for a while now at this point. But very interesting. This is the first time I've seen anyone do this. Usually hackers just hack everything, take the money, and run. This guy actually just took part of the money and then actually left a note for the team so they can actually improve. What a nice guy, right? What a nice guy. He did walk away with $8 million though, so not a great, not the nicest of guys, but at least better than taking everything. Okay, so let's actually look at what the team said, right? So the team comes out and says here, Thorchain has suffered a sophisticated attack on the ETH router, around 8 million. The hacker deliberately limited their impact, seemingly a white hat. Okay, so they're referencing what I just said, which was that in the transaction data, they left some notes signaling that they did not take everything, and they also left some notes that the team actually improve on this. The white hat requested a 10% bounty. Is a bug bounty, I'm assuming, which will be rewarded if they reach out, and they should be encouraged to do so. I'm sure they will be reaching out. It's a tough time for the community and project, and the pain is real. Pain is definitely real as the price is dropping as we speak. It's the treasury has funds to cover, but it's time to slow down, right? Because this guy only took $8 million. He could have taken everything. Treasury probably wouldn't have been able to cover that. Thorchain is too important not to deliver on. The complexity of the state machine is currently its Achilles heel. But this can be solved with more eyes on, as well as a rethink in developer procedures and peer review. Thanks for all the support. There's only one way forward. Now, it's important to remember, too, they did get hacked twice in a week, but they have an insanely complex DeFi platform. Tons and tons of exploits exist in these kind of platforms, and it's all about whether someone can find them because they're so complex. Okay, and even just 9 hours ago, they were tweeting stuff about how things are going better. And so, that's how DeFi works. It can change in an instant. And so that's really what's going on so far. Let's actually go over the most recent things, which was just 15 minutes ago. To clarify, the ETH router version 2 was audited by PeckShield following the event 2 weeks ago. No issues were found. This happens all the time. Sanchu Inu's platform just got hacked. They did an audit with Solidity. The audits sometimes find stuff. Most of the time, they do not cover everything. And then we're talking about other audits here. It's easy to pile on the project currently. There are only 2 options: launch and accept the risk of issues, or not launch and stay in the 90 complete audit review cycle for another 6 months, which would be insane. Both are difficult. This isn't going to break the project change's vision. The network will stay halted until all Bifrost can be reviewed. If you'd like to help out, please reach out. Okay, so they're saying that the network is halted now, so you should be safe with your assets if you're staking on Thor. I am not, but according to their point here, the network is just stay halted, so you should be fine. And then finally, let's go over CoinDesk. They have an article posted here. I'm sure Rune will be hitting the rest of the news very soon. But basically, blockchain protocol Thorchain suffers another hack totaling 8 million. Thorchain told CoinDesk a hacker deployed a custom contract that was able to trick the buy front into receiving a deposit of fake assets. Okay, so they don't have too much information here, but the interesting thing to note is that it's already hitting the news outlets because this was such a big hack in the DeFi space, and they basically just posted their tweet, so they didn't add very much here or very much information. And then finally, let's take a look at the price. The price is dropping. It's been dropping a lot, and it's already a big market cap, so the fact that it's down 11% is very, very bad. Other coins are not down today, so this is just clearly from the hack. But what do you guys think? Are they going to recover? Are they going to hack the third time? What do you think? Do you trust the platform anymore? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all in the next episode.